So before I start talking about these interesting scenarios which I prepared for you guys in this video, please guys, let's destroy that like button and let's try to reach at least 1000 like in this video. Thank you very much. Now, first thing first, as you can see in a bigger picture, nothing much has changed. I mean, Bitcoin in the media short term, I was very clear with you guys, Bitcoin in the media short term could show weakness, but this weakness doesn't mean we are bearish. In a bigger picture, it could be giving us a buying opportunity because we found out in a bigger picture, Bitcoin was following this falling wedge pattern. Any sort of a pullback, just like what happened here, will be looked as a temporary pullback, and Bitcoin after that is expected to continue in this manner. Higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern type of formation. Parallelly, Bitcoin also broke out of this horizontal trend line, and in history, whenever the price of Bitcoin during uptrend has broken out of this horizontal trend line, you can see it has turned the price of Bitcoin very bullish. So that's why we were expecting this continuation also to continue as long as price of Bitcoin remains above 112,000. Parallelly, Bitcoin was also following this inverted head and shoulder type of formation, or you can also call it a Livermore pivotal point theory breakout. I mean, Bitcoin breaking the previous high, flipping that into support, started with a new continuation. I mean a bullish continuation, because according to Livermore pivotal point theory, you can see breaking the previous high, flipping that into support usually gives us a buying opportunity, which it did. And looking at it now, it is not just only a breakout from this Livermore pivotal point theory, but it is also a breakout from this inverted head and shoulder type of formation. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. Bitcoin parallelly is also following this inverted head and shoulder type of formation, not just only a breakout from this Livermore pivotal point theory. So any sort of a pullback, I was very clear with you guys, it might be just a retest from this previous resistance area, and Bitcoin after that could show a continuation in this manner, more of higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern type of formation, and could head up to 130 and even up to 140,000 price target. Why? Because it's not just only this inverse head and shoulder formation, but we even found out that Bitcoin parallelly was forming this descending broadening wedge, another bullish continuation pattern. And if this bullish continuation pattern continues, just like as shown here in an example, you can see it is going to bring the price of Bitcoin in between 130 140,000. So that's why we are expecting Bitcoin to get attracted around 130 140,000 before choosing a duration. But as of now, you can see it clearly shows strength. It clearly shows more momentum, bullish momentum for the upcoming month. Why bullish momentum for the upcoming month? Because Bitcoin has managed to come across this R2 line, and now we are inside the R1 and R3 line. What does this mean? Bitcoin, if it manages to close the monthly candle above this CPI trend line, which sits around 106,000. So if the monthly candle closes above 106,000, you know that will print a new ascending CPI. Ascending CPI only gets formed during uptrend, and just like what happened here, right? Whenever the price started forming an ascending CPI, we also started forming more higher highs, higher lows continuation type of formation. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that if Bitcoin manages to close the monthly candle above 106,000, right, and so far the probability is very high, we are going to print an ascending CPI for the month of August, and even the month of August is expected to be bullish. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. Not just only because of this price action, right? Even with the help of our leading indicator, Bitcoin, if it manages to close the monthly candle above 106,000, the month of August will be turning bullish. And now, if you look at this here in a media short term, I mean in the media short term, Bitcoin also looks like following another bullish continuation pattern. I mean, if you look at this in an hourly time frame, you can see this falling trend line here previously acted as a strong line of resistance. The same line got tested here, right? So now, what does this mean? If Bitcoin continues with the new move, the bullish move what we are witnessing right now, then our first target is definitely going to be the top, right? And if I would add another trend line or falling trend line to the downside, it looks like a descending broadening wedge breakout. So if this descending broadening wedge continuation continues, then Bitcoin is on its way to the previous high and make another new all-time high. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. Bitcoin in the media short term looks like turning from bearish to bullish and looks like following this descending broadening wedge example along with this ascending triangle. Yes guys, this here is a bullish reversal pattern, and just like as shown here in the example, Bitcoin is also breaking out from this upper trend line, and you know this upper trend line previously acted as a line of resistance, lower trend line acted as a line of support. So if Bitcoin continues with this uptrend, the price objective is going to be around 121,000 in between that range. So if Bitcoin does continues with this uptrend, then according to our ascending triangle, you can see we are expecting 121,000 to be retested, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we have to see a move like this, guys. Please be aware, right? We might come back for a retest. There could be another retest around this trend line, 118,000, right? 117,000, and then a continuation of an uptrend. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. Just like what happened yesterday, I showed you that Bitcoin in the medium short term could show weakness, was following this right angle broadening top pattern, and we were also breaking to the downside, right? But after liquidating the over average longs, we re-entered inside this right angle broadening top pattern and on our way to liquidate the over leverage shorts. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. Over leverage longs got destroyed. Now we are on our way to destroy the over leverage shorts. So what could be on the line? Just like what happened here, a fake out. We might see another fake out like this as well. The probability is there. But even if this bearish continuation starts playing out after faking out, Bitcoin failing to find support at this upper trend line, Bitcoin failing to continue with this descending broadening wedge, even if that happens, I simply suggest you to zoom out, because in a bigger picture, you know any sort of a pullback will be giving us a buying opportunity. So in case of doubt, I suggest you guys to simply zoom out. So guys, these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye-bye.